How to spend your 30th alone. Moet en chardon for breakfast in a wine glass because I smashed the only flute that I own. Struggled for about 10 minutes to get the cork off, which I'm petrified of. Woohoo! Happy birthday! Here's to my 30s. Let's bloody hope they're better than the 20s. Okay, enough with the champagne. It is far too early for that, and I need coffee. So, 1 glass of champagne was more than enough. The rest is for later. Now I am getting ready for the day. Oh, coffee time. I am now in the 30s club. There's the proof. I even have a badge. So yes, I am still in last night's makeup because it was a wild 30th. I am sore, and black coffee is the cure, as well as, finally, a reading vlog. I am so excited to dive back into Joe Goldberg's world. Oh my god, Joe, no! Ah! Joe Goldberg never learns. So this book opens and Joe has decided to take himself away to this like funny little island where he's going to go and have a fresh start. He's just fresh out of jail and he forms an obsession with his next victim, this librarian called Mary Kay. So the first few chapters are all kind of just like him kind of observing her, and we're in his head again, and it's like what he thinks she is thinking, which that irritates me so much in a person. Like, it's a deal breaker for me. Do not ever tell me what you think I'm thinking. That's a big no for me. And Joe loves doing that, and it just infuriates me. But we're inside the mind of a psychopath, so there you go. So I am about to go out for a drink with someone, but I have had a really good morning. I've gotten almost 100 pages in, and God, Joe is a bitter, bitter man. I feel like this book's quite ranty, like he's really upset and in his own head a lot, and we're just kind of experiencing that anger and hatred over the women in his lives and how they've all hurt him and stuff like that. So it's it's not the most uplifting of books thus far, but yeah, I mean, there's this moment where I'm just like, oh God, here we go, Joe, you were on such a good track, you were trying really hard to be your own kind of bizarre version of good, but here we go, the switch has just been flipped, so we're about to see things go down. I think one thing I have to say is that I'm not really that interested in the part. So Mary Kay, she's got this daughter, which Joe calls the meerkat, and I'm just really not that bothered about her. Like, I find when she gets involved in the story and her dialogue comes in and stuff, it's just very like, it's confusing. Like, it just gets a bit off on a tangent, and I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of that. I know it's like an extra layer to the story, but sometimes it's just not needed. On another note, look at how my golden pothos is doing. Look at that, there's a new little leaf that's gonna come out soon, which is really cool. This one just popped out, I think it's still got like a little bit of an attachment over there. How beautiful is that? I love it. That's my one plant. Then I got this plant from work, got my bonsai, that one up there, got this one, got that one. I'm becoming a proper crazy plant lady. My spider plant and birth control pills, not that I need them. And out of all of them, I'm fairly bloody certain I have killed my cactus, because that used to be red. And now it is brown. I don't know what I've done or how to fix it. Tell me, please. I thought that cactuses didn't need much watering, but if it did get water, nothing bad would happen, and so I've been watering it occasionally, and I seem to have killed a cactus. I'm not a very good plant lady. And this is how you spend your evenings. Not reading books, because we avoid that at all costs. At this, ugh, that's Moe, that's like really old, and I've had to put like bloody sparkling water in it to like get a flavour out of it. But right, cool, what are we doing? Oh god, there is literally no end to Joe's wickedness. I've got to hand it to him, he's clever. So he's trying to win Mary Kay over against her husband, so she's married. And in a way, I think that's really shit. Like, she's really leading him on, which isn't fair anyway. But, oh, Joe, you know, he's taking the husband's Twitter and doing everything the polar opposite to what he would do. So, like, on this husband's Twitter, he's like complaining about Christmas lights and stuff. So he goes and buys Christmas lights and tries to like dangle it in front of Mary Kay's face. Like, yeah, look at me, I love Christmas, I'm all festive. And it's just like, you are a clever son of a bitch. Oh, Joe. This is only gonna end badly. I don't know how I'm feeling about this book. Like, I really don't like how controlling Joe is, like, and the assumptions he has. Like I've said, like, don't like that he's saying, you're so hot for me, you're planning our lives together. Like, we're in his head and he's thinking these things about her, but it's just like, it's so controlling. And I think I'm a lot more attuned to that and more sensitive to it now that I've been single for a while, and like in the dating world, having dealt with quite controlling men a couple of times now, I'm just like, it's kind of like a trigger for me. Like, do not ever tell me what I'm thinking, or like, oh, I don't know, it just really riles me up. And for that reason, I think I'm just feeling a bit sensitive towards this book. Whereas, I mean, I know it's Joe Goldberg, it's you, it's a series that I love. So I'm trying to get into it, but I don't know, I think I'm just so scared. And it's like, I'm bringing my own shit into this book, like with being so scared of, you know, the dating world now. And now that I'm 30, it's kind of, I always had this pressure on myself to achieve stuff before I turned 30, like get engaged, have babies, like live happily ever after. And obviously now that's not happened, and it's just something I've got to let go, and nothing's going to change it. But it's still, I don't know, I guess like I'm so nervous about dating that like I want the next person that I really invest my time into to be the last person. And it just freaks me out, like, knowing that there's men out there like this that are just so arrogant and full of themselves, and they're like, oh, you're so hot for me. Like, oh, go away, Joe Goldberg. Blech. At the same time, though, I still can't put it down because it's Joe Goldberg and he's going to start murdering people soon. And that's where the fun comes into it. Also, can I just say, there is nothing better than fresh bedding. Oh god, here we go. First victim, Joe has done it. He's back in action. And this requires a final glass of wine for the evening before a nice early night. Oh, I've needed a night just me, a book. I've been watching like a lot of MasterChef, and I started watching The Woman in the Window. Didn't finish it. It's okay, like the book's way better. I know it's a very controversial thing to say, but yeah, book was great. Movie was just a bit bland, really. And then what was the other one? Things seen and heard or something with Amanda Seyfried. Also, I'm not a movie person. Like, movies aren't really my thing, although I really am. Oh, that's it. I am enjoying my Grey's Anatomy. But that's like 17, 18 seasons. I'm on season 8. Yes, that is a couple of years worth of watching for me at least. Anyway, back to bed to read my book and relax. Oh, and then I gotta get ready for a lovely sleep. I've been really trying to get my 8 hours, at least 7.5 hours a night lately, because I was starting to feel really run down, and just the power of sleep is so good. And just, I know I need to get back into my running. I've got to start, I just bought myself a yoga mat, so I do need to start carving time out in my day for myself to just do some stretches and eating healthier. Today I had a foil parcel of salmon and asparagus, which was really yummy. Tonight I had my bath, book, glass of wine. I've got a hair mask in because my hair's bloody falling out, and just reading in bed, just perfect kind of self-care nights. This is what it's all about when you live alone and you're single. Good morning, everybody. I feel refreshed, vitalized, amazing. I'm gonna make a yummy, healthy blueberry and banana smoothie now to take to work. And then I think in my lunch break, I'm going to just snack away. I got some healthy snacks, and I'll be reading more of You Love Me by Caroline Kepnes, which, as much as it's annoying me in certain aspects, it's just like a train wreck. You can't help but need to know what's going to happen. And all the girls at work, they're like, oh my God, I didn't know it was based on books. And they're all watching the Netflix show and stuff. So it's really fun because now I know what's going to happen. And tonight, I have a date with an Irishman, and Irish has always been a bit of a thing for me. There's something about that accent. There's something about the country. It just enamors me, and so we'll see how that goes. He seems nice. He's a musician. He's creative like me, so. Who knows, eh? Getting myself back out there. Nothing seemed to work so far, so here we go again. It's still so bloody cold in England. I am just we just get warmer weather. So for my smoothie this morning, I'm going to chop a full lemon, just take the skin off and shove that in there. Love lemon so bloody much. Some ginger. Nice good chunk, because you can never have enough ginger. It is so fantastic for your body. Some blueberries, which is an amazing antioxidant. I like to put in a little bit of Actimel immune system shot. It's really good for your gut. You're going to put in some apple cider vinegar, which contains the mother, also amazing for your gut. Just a splash. So it is quite a strong vinegary taste, with some coconut water, just so good. Brilliant. Some chia seeds, which is a nice source of protein, and a banana for some energy, much needed energy, because I'm trying to cut down on my coffee, which isn't going very well. The other day I think I had 5 cups. Although, to be fair, I really do try and stick to just at least 2, okay? Sometimes 3 if I'm really battling. But I am really trying to cut down because I know it's bad for you. Alright, do you want to see this juice come alive? Beautiful. And then get to work.